Previously on Dream Team.
What are you doing?
Just thought I'd give you a bit of training for when you finally come face to face with your mysterious stalker.
It don't matter if you blow the lot or what you blow it on. Because next month, you get it all again.
Stay away from me.
Oh yeah, go on, boring.
I'll have one of those.
Nikki, are you home?
There aren't any signs of a forced entry.
What about that break-in last year? Didn't Pegsy leave his keys in the door?
Yeah, but I changed the locks.
My keys are missing. Someone must have gone into my bag and stolen them.
Then I'd change those locks again first thing. Till then, keep the chain on. I'll be back with the scene of crime team tomorrow morning to fingerprint the place and pick up those items you received, Miss Irving.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
I'll see you out.
Come on, it's gonna be okay.
No, it won't. Who in this crummy town hates me this much?
Do you want me to stay tonight?
Thanks, Stevie.
Okay. That was quick. Nikki, it's for you.
Nicola Peggs?
Yeah?
It's about your brother. It's bad news, I'm afraid.
Excuse me, I'm here to see Gary Peggs.
And you are?
His sister, can I see him?
Well, he's still unconscious.
What happened?
He was found in a swimming pool late last night. We won't know the full extent of the damage until he regains consciousness.
How did this happen?
We're not sure. Miss Peggs, we found fairly substantial amounts of amphetamines in your brother's bloodstream.
What?
We need to know exactly what your brother has been taking.
Gary doesn't take drugs. He drinks, but he would never... Gary, what have you done?
Danny, sorry to wake you. Charlie's going to be up any minute.
You know what we said last night? You haven't changed your mind, have you?
No. It's going to be difficult keeping it a secret, though.
So I'm going to see you again.
Look, I need some time, Danny. You just turning up out of the blue like that. I need time to think.
But you missed me. He said that you missed me.
Yeah. I'll get you some coffee.
Morning. Coffee in the kitchen.
Why didn't you wake me? I told you I had physio this morning.
I did wake you twice. I won't repeat what you told me to do.
Yeah, sorry. I never was good first thing in the morning. Anyway, why are you up and about so early?
I've got to sort the house out. I've got to move out.
Is that today? Right.
Yeah. Listen, I've been thinking.
Well, look, good luck with a new place, all right? I'll call you later. I've got to go. See you later.
Bye.
I've just heard, how is he?
They won't know for sure until he regains consciousness. What? It seems to have been taking some drugs.
Pegsy? Are they sure?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Where did this happen?
Danny and him hooked up last night with some girls. Things obviously got a bit out of hand.
Obviously. I better get to work and sort this out. Not a word of this outside the club, okay? Nikki? The club will give Gary every support. He's in the best place for now until we know what's wrong. I'll get in touch with the club's doctor As for you, you just take it easy and take all the time you need. We'll cope, all right? Aren't you meant to be in training?
Yeah. Claudia, look after Nicky for me, yeah? Here you go. Take my car. You can give me a lift back to Moor Lane, can't you?
Yeah, of course. Nicky, I'm so sorry. But it'll all be okay. Promise. Come on.
Take care, darling.
Good morning, all you lovely people. Tony Charles, how are you doing, pal?
Well. If it isn't Mr. Love Machine, and you didn't even change your clothes, you dirty old man.
You're a funny man.
So come on, Roston, what was this Molly like, eh?
See, that's none of your business, Andre. Because some of us were brought up to respect a woman.
Ooh, that hurt. I can't wait for Pegsy to get here. I know he'll tell her one and all.
Where the hell were you last night?
Excuse me?
Well, you're getting off your face trying to screw some sad pot wannabe. Pegsy was lying face down in a swimming pool. He nearly drowned.
He what?
He's an Archester General. Unconscious.
When will he be back?
I don't think that's the most relevant question right now, do you? Certainly not by Saturday, anyway.
Morning, ladies. Oi, have a good night last night, did ya? You and Pegsy do the business? What?
Come on. Finish! Guys, this is not working.
I can't do it!
Wait, what are you doing?
I should have stayed with him, made sure he was okay.
If he wants to take drugs, that's up to him. That ain't your fault.
That's typical of you, innit? Pegsy's lying in a hospital bed with God knows what's wrong with him, and all you can say is that's up to him.
I wonder what he left him behind. If you want to have a guilt trip, fine. But it's your guilt trip.
Of course, it's nothing to do with you, is it? Nothing to do with the fact that you left him there with all that money to fend for himself.
What are you going about?
Pegsy was only useful to you while you played these stupid games with Mrs. Block. But now that he's lying in a hospital bed, why should you care? But like you said, you weren't the one who left him.
Su hija. Gracias a Dios. According to the caretaker, they've gone to the mountains for a few days. He thinks he knows where they are and he's going to get in touch with them. It's going to be okay, Nicky.
How is he?
We don't know yet. We know he's been taking drugs. Look, the police said they're going to come back to the house later this morning. I'm sorry, Nicky, I've really got to get back.
Oh, no, it's okay. You go.
Call me if there are any changes.
I knew those girls were going to be trouble.
You were with him. You saw what happened.
Well, not exactly. See, the girls we were with took us to a swimming pool, and then they started taking drugs, and I didn't want to take any, so I left him there.
You left him there? Why?
Well, I didn't want to take any drugs, and he didn't want to leave, so I thought he'd be all right.
You thought he'd be all right? Do you know where they found him? Face down in a swimming pool. What kind of friends are you?
Nicky, I'm sorry, all right?
No, just leave us alone. I don't want you anywhere near him.
How long is that going to stay here?
Just until the scene of crime officers are finished. Don't worry, we'll be out of your way soon.
So what happens now?
We'll analyse any information we find here and open a file.
That's it? What about catching the weirdo that did this?
Well, we'll need to catch the perpetrator actually committing the crime before we can act. We have to have concrete proof.
What more do you need? Do I have to be beaten senseless before you do anything?
I understand your concern. We'll do everything we can. I've already instructed the patrol car to make this road part of their route.
Well, let's just hope he's passing the next time someone decides to break in then.
Oi.
Oh, you frightened me. What's happened?
What?
Gary.
You're in hospital. Now don't move. Stay very still and I'll go and get the doctor.
I should have stayed with him. Or at least I should have taken him with me. I should have...
Will you stop saying I should have? You didn't force him to take those drugs.
You don't understand. Those drugs were meant for me. Molly tried to get me to take them. And when I wouldn't, she turned on Pegsy. And I didn't even stay to help him out. I just left. You know, a year ago, I was Pegsy. Just out of the youth team, full of it. And now look at you. I mean, what if he dies, eh? That'll be my fault.
Will you stop this? This is not your fault. You're not to blame.
Then why do I feel like I am?
Just tell me when you can feel anything.
Yeah, I felt that.
Great. And now? Okay.
Yeah, I felt that then.
you think you're doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? What are you doing in here creeping around, you bloody pervert?
Just get some stuff for Pegsy. Oh, God, it hurts.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were the stalker.
It's all right. It's okay. I didn't know you were here. I'll leave you to it, all right?
No, where are you going?
Back to the hospital.
Do you mind dropping me off at the club, please? I don't want to be on my own.
Yeah, of course.
The press department are working up a release on Pegsy. We're going to try and keep it as low-key as possible. But as soon as it's finished, I'd like you to see it. Is Fletch joining us?
Fletch?
Well, he is Pegsy's agent. You have spoken to him about this, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
What about Danny? He was with Pegsy last night.
I haven't seen him.
What do you mean you haven't seen him Monday? Huh? Wasn't he at training?
He left early.
To go where?
I don't know.
Monday. 2 of your players have been involved with some kind of girl band, ending up with one of them in hospital. Now, all it takes is for one of these girls to go to the press before we do, and we could end up with a very serious situation. I need to know you're in control.
No. I'm just a friend, no. Right. No message, no. Thanks.
Hi.
Pegsy's in hospital.
Pegsy?
The stupid fool has been taking drugs, and it seems he's overdosed. What are they doing there?
I've been meaning to talk to you about this. You know I've got to move out.
Yeah?
Well, I thought it was silly me moving across town and seeing that Stevie's moving in with...
Whoa, I've got to stop you there. You can't move in here.
But I thought we were...
Having fun. That's all. Look, sweetheart, you're great and everything, all right? But I like my life the way it is.
I'm not asking you to marry me.
Good! Look, I've been meaning to say this before, but I think it's better if we call it off for a little while.
You're throwing me out.
You've never moved in. So how can I be throwing you out? I'm sorry, sweetheart. The hotel's full.
Oh, I'm going to call it a day, so will you let security know when you leave, because you're the last one here, okay?
You know what? I will finish this tomorrow.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. Actually, no. I don't want to go back to the house. Nikki's still at the hospital and I don't want to be on my own.
Well, why don't we go for a quick drink? Only it'll have to be quick. I've got a stack of work to do tonight. But I can spare you half an hour. Maybe Nicky will be back by then.
Thanks, Linda.
Don't thank me. You're buying, lady.
It's nice of the club to send these. Will you thank Linda for me?
Of course.
I'm sorry I missed training. I'm going to be back in a few days, so I'll be okay for the game next weekend.
Don't worry about any games. You just concentrate on getting better.
Gary, listen. We've got to talk about the drugs. What were you doing taking them? Mum and Dad will go mad.
You haven't told them.
No, I didn't, but I will if you don't. I mean...
All right. Right. I was stupid. I've learnt my lesson. Anyway, I'm going to be out of it by the time they get back.
Oh, careful. Are you okay?
I just slipped. I'm all right.
They're ready for your scan downstairs.
What's going on with the club doctor? I thought it'd be here by now.
Mrs. Block is organizing something.
Well, can you find out where he is and let me know, yeah? And where the hell's Fletch? He's supposed to be his agent. He can't even bother to find out where he is.
Doctor, why is he having a scan?
Well, because of the amount of drugs in his system, we have to check there hasn't been any neurological damage.
What do you mean?
Like a stroke.
A stroke?
We're not sure how long he was in the water, or how long he was unconscious for.
But he's just knocked his head. Look, you're not saying there's any permanent damage, are you?
There was some bruising to his lower back, which might have had internal repercussions. The results from the scan should tell us exactly what's wrong. As soon as we have them, we'll call you.
Right, I'm taking you home.
No, I need to stay here with him.
You won't be helping anyone if you collapse. You heard what he said. They'll call us if they have any news.
Hey, I've been trying to get hold of you all afternoon. Is your mobile off?
So you have? 4 missed calls? When you found me?
I need to talk to you about Pegsy.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, you're his agent. I want to know what you propose
I don't know what to do, all right? I didn't make him take drugs. Him and Ross Swan decided that all by themselves.
I just want to know...
Why don't you mind your own business?
This is my business. And you have a responsibility to that boy whether you like it or not.
Oi, any chance for a drink?
Thought we'd grab some pizza?
Oh, I'm not really hungry. You know, if one more person says how sorry they are, I'm going to scream. I know people are concerned, but... What was he doing taking drugs? I mean, I could just see him trying to impress those girls. Such an idiot. What was he thinking? Well, that's just it. He wasn't thinking, was he? Sorry.
It's all right, man. Get it off your chest.
Who are you calling?
I find it easier to be angry with little brothers on a full stomach. Pizza or Thai?
You choose.
What, and set myself up for another Barney? You got me joking.
Okay, Thai.
Want to talk about it?
No. Do you?
Nothing to talk about. I suppose I should be flattered I've now joined the likes of J-Lo and Madonna. Got myself a stalker.
There's nothing to laugh about.
Do you see me laughing?
I had a stalker last year. Scared me half to death.
Why? Was she over 30? Some poor deranged dear who tried to get your knickers off?
No, actually, it was a thug with a baseball bat. He tried to kill me.
Thanks. I feel so much better now.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Don't worry. I'll forgive you if you get me another drink. And seeing there's a list of people I've irritated is about the size of a phone book. Better make it a double.
Sure. Wait. Any chance? Sorry.
It's okay. Really? Okay.
I can't get the image of Molly coming towards me with a pill out my head. It was meant for me.
Danny.
You know, part of me wishes it was me lying in that hospital bed. Another part of me is really glad that it's not me. That's really bad, isn't it?
It's only natural.
I just feel really responsible.
Right.
What?
Come on, up. You're going to the hospital to see Pegsy. Come on, get your clothes on.
Yeah, but...
No buts about it. It's him you should be talking to, not me. It's okay. Charlie's out tonight. I'll still be here when you get back. Now move.
Alright, Pegsy.
How did you get in here?
And Danny Rawson, remember? Housewife's choice. And so it would seem nurses as well. How are you, mate?
I'm alright. I'm a bit bored of being stuck in here.
Look, about last night.
I was training. Did you miss me?
Training, yeah. That was great. Especially after we all learned about you.
Did the guy get fined?
I don't know. Mate, I am so sorry.
Listen, Danny, I don't want to talk about it, yeah? I'm going to be out of here in a few days, and the whole thing will just be forgotten.
Yeah, but what if...
Listen, just forget it, yeah?
Okay.
You know, you really should go and see Pegsy.
Why don't people just mind their own business?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Look, I'm gonna go, alright?
Fletch, you wouldn't mind coming back in a cab with me to my place, would you?
It's a bit forward, isn't it?
It's just that, Nicky's probably still at the hospital, and what with the break-in, I don't really want to be alone.
And there was me thinking it was my body you were after. Alright, come on in.
Thanks.
Do you feel better now?
Much better, thanks.
I'll just put the kettle on. Go on through.
Oh no, don't tell me she's picked someone up. That's the last thing I need.
All right. How's Pegsy?
We won't know till the test results come back.
Tell him I'm thinking of him.
Like you were thinking about him when you started all this.
What do you mean?
Gary was fine until you started meddling. OK, he wasn't earning a fortune, but he was happy. Now, thanks to you, he's lying in a hospital bed.
Yeah, hang on a minute, all right?
Calm down, Danny. Sit down. Look, whatever you and Claudia had planned, I think you better leave it, yeah?
Do me a favour. She was scared because of the stalker, all right? I'm out of here.
Thanks, mate.
All right.
Look, he's just trying to be nice.
Yeah, right.
Look, Fletcher's many things, but he didn't want any of this to happen.
I know. It's just since Pegsy got all that money, it's been horrible. And now look at him. What happens if it's worse than we think? I told you about that cup. He could hardly lift it. What does that mean?
It means nothing until we get the results back from the scan.
Oh, hello. Where's Fletch?
Fletcher? No, you know what he's like. He's probably off chasing some tart. He usually is.
Probably sorting things out. He's going to be here.
I'm sorry, but you really have to go now.
Thanks for coming in, Dan. Will you come again tomorrow? Tell the others I'll see them soon. Can you stop fussing?
It's all right.
Coming in. How is he?
Well, he's still waiting on some test results, but I think he's going to be okay. You could probably do with a visit from some of his mates, though, eh?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm making good. Oi, Fletch, listen, mate. He was asking about you. He really wants to see you.
Leave it!
You're supposed to be his mate!
Morning.
Oh, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. Really, I'm fine. I did what every sensible person does when they think they're being stalked. After you left last night, got plastered.
Good for you.
As my dad is so fond of telling me, I'm an Irving. And it's going to take a bit more than a couple of cut-up photos to scare me.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Listen, I've got this board meeting later, so I'm going to need the ticket projections for the next 6 games and the restaurant figures for last month. Oh, and are you okay to do the inventory for the Spears house?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Ask Sandra to get some coffee when she comes in, would you? Got a feeling it's going to be a long day.
Yeah.
Are you looking for Gary Peggs?
Well,
He's awake. Just go straight in.
thanks. What are you like, eh? Trying to get more sympathy than me, or what? Yeah, right, Fletch. Look, I would have bought something, but I came straight from training. Oh, don't be silly. I've got enough fruit to start a stall. How are you? Fine. I just want to get back. Hey, leave off, mate, will you? You all right, yeah? I can't feel my leg. My hand's not working properly. No one's telling me anything. What's going to happen if I don't get the feeling back? What's going to happen if I'm paralysed?
It's probably only temporary. It's just the drugs wearing off, mate. Well, what's the doctor said?
Nothing. They just keep telling me to wait for the results. Did I take those drugs? That's so stupid.
Mate, listen to me. It's done. Forget about it. All right? Don't give yourself a hard time. The results will be clear, eh? And you'll be back on your feet in no time. Look, you know what I mean? I tell you what, oi, look at it this way, eh? You get a few weeks off, you go away somewhere, lie on a beach, chatting up all the beautiful women, and the insurance money will cough up for the lot.
Got any?
Well, that's lucky then, isn't it, eh? You haven't wasted your money on something you won't need anyway. Excuse me. It's about Gary Peggs. What exactly is wrong with him? I mean, he's going to be all right, isn't he? This injury is not permanent.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fletcher, isn't it? I'm afraid I can't discuss his prognosis.
Look, mate, I'm his agent.
I'm sorry.
But he can't move his leg.
I know.
But that's going to change, though, isn't it? I mean, he's a professional footballer, mate. He needs his legs.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you anything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to make a phone call.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Peggs.
Oh, hello, Doctor.
We've got the test results. We've got the results from the MRI scan. When you fell into the pool, you damaged 2 of your lumbar vertebrae in your lower back. Now that's resulted in a spinal injury, which is why your hand has not been performing properly. It's okay, Gary. It's our job to spot these things with or without your help.
I don't understand.
Gary has temporarily damaged some of the motor nerves that control his left leg.
Temporarily?
By temporarily, I mean that you will walk again only after intensive physiotherapy.
How long will that take?
Anything from 6 months to a year.
What about playing football?
Well, that's a bit harder to say. All things going well, you should be able to play again in a couple of years.
Couple of years? What club's going to want me after that long out?
If you'd let me finish, I was going to say that although you'll be able to play football, I very much doubt you'll ever be able to play professionally again. I really am very sorry.
Oh.
we'll get the club doctor to have a look at him. He should be able to put us in touch with a specialist physio as well. It might not be as long as you think, Nikki. He's young and fit, and that can only help. But 2 years, what would he do? Well, the insurance will cover any costs.
What will we do about that?
You have to look at the details of his policy.
He doesn't have one. Doesn't the club have him insured?
He doesn't have any personal insurance whatsoever.
This is my brother we're talking about.
Right. Nikki, the club has every player comprehensively insured. But the policies are for the club, not for the players. Every player has his own personal insurance. Or they should have. It's, usually down to their agent to sort it out.
I wondered where I'd left those.
You did this! Everything you touch goes bang off me! Shut it! This is no one's fault, you hear me? No one's! It could have happened to any of us. God knows we've all done some stupid things. And no one's to blame, it just happened. But right now, we should be thinking about him.
You've been sending me these? Oh, I'm sorry, but I've been frightened out of my wits, and all the time it was you? Oh, God!
Stars when you shine, you know how I feel.
Fletch, wait!
Let me save you the bother. Yes, I was using him to get at you, and I shouldn't have. And because of me, he hasn't got a career. Are you happy?
Don't,
I suppose you've heard that he hasn't got any insurance. Another own goal for Carl Fletcher. That's a double whammy for you, isn't it? Eh? You get to beat me, and it doesn't cost you a penny.
Hang on a minute. This has got nothing to do with what happened between you and me. I did what I had to do. So did you. But you're right, the club isn't obliged to give Pegsy anything. Only I don't own the club anymore, Fletch. I just work for it. Which is why I'm bringing the matter up in the board meeting today. To see if they can give Pegsy a percentage of the insurance money. I just thought you might like to know that.
Linda! Thanks.
Dawn, please don't cry. Is there someone I should call?
No.
David, maybe?
I don't know where he is. I tried to call him. His solicitors called me back saying don't bother their client.
Dawn, I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
It's too late for sorry. You wrecked my marriage and you didn't even love him.
Did you?
Of course I loved him. He was my husband, for God's sake. Sometimes you don't know what you have until you've lost it. I have no job, no husband, no children, and no home. Have you any idea what that is like?
But you're still young. You're beautiful and smart. This could be just the chance you need to start a whole new life. My dad once said to me, a negative emotion's a wasted emotion, and the only one who suffers is you. But
Psychotherapy from my husband's mistress. Is that what my life has come to?
Dawn!
Hi, Gary. I've arranged with your doctor here for the club's doctor to come and see you. He's going to bring with him a sports physiotherapist, so you can start to work on a regime.
What's the point? I can't play football anymore.
Well, maybe not for a while, but look, you never know.
Please. Don't try and be nice to me. I can't take anyone being nice.
You're going to have to forgive yourself at some point, Gary. Otherwise, you're never going to get past this.
I can't play football anymore. I haven't got any money to live on. How do I get past that?
I will do everything in my power to help you. I promise.
But the club won't. It's all right. It's not your fault. Nicky told me. I took the drugs, no one else. And it was me that didn't sort out any insurance. I just didn't think I'd need it.
We'll talk soon, okay? I'll come back.
Chief? Hey, Pegsy.
Dawn, please come out. Look, if it's any help, I won't say anything to anyone about this. Please, just come out. What are you doing? Oh, God. Look, if you don't come out, I'm going to call the police. I mean it.
Oh, will you let me do it, Danny? I'm such a mess. I've got to sort it out.
It's not worth it, you know.
What?
Football. It's not worth it. Too many bad things happen around it. I've had enough.
What are you talking about?
Well, think about it, right? If we hadn't have been full of ourselves, we'd be okay. And you'd still be training.
So you're giving up? Just like that? Oh, well, thanks, Dan. I feel much better now.
Sorry?
I'll never know if I could have been world class. That really hurts me. But there's a World Cup this summer, Danny. And you could be there.
Who cares?
Look at me! I care. You're a brilliant footballer. If I have to watch someone doing what I should be doing, it might as well be someone worth watching. You owe it to me to carry on playing. So just shut up about giving up. You gotta promise me, Danny. Please.
Okay. Okay.
I understand the club's position on taking drugs, and I wholeheartedly agree with it. But we're talking about a boy here, of 18, who for the sake of one moment of stupidity has been left with nothing. Quite literally nothing. Now, I'm not suggesting we give him all the insurance money, just a percentage. I just think we have a responsibility to our players. Especially players who we've nurtured since they came to us as school children.
Hello? Police, please.
Why not? They couldn't set a precedent, Nicky. Because of Gary being injured through taking illegal substances. Their hands are tied. I'm sorry, Nicky, I tried.
They couldn't even see their way to give him a few £1,000. I don't believe it.
It's not the board's money.
No, but it's the rest of Gary's life. Well, I don't want to work here for people who... I can't even resign. I'm going to need all the money I can get to look after him.
Come on, you're just upset. You don't have to do this all by yourself.
But I don't see anyone else offering any help. Sorry, Mrs. Block, I know you tried your best.
I'm sorry.
Look, Nick, I
Fletch.
Yeah.
Do you want to come into my office?
Okay. They said no, didn't they?
I'm afraid so.
There's nothing more to be said, is there?
Fletch, listen, I know I can't help with Pegsy, but I think it's about time we settle some debts. The compensation claim you made after the trial. I can't afford $1 million, but I think this is fair.
Actually, hang on. Can you make that out to the club?
The club, what for?
Well, there's nothing stopping me from matching that. And if I was to write my cheque out to the club, and then we were to get a club cheque together.
Well, it's not normal practice, but I don't see why not. Zoe, can you bring the company checkbook from the safe, please? Thanks. Come back from the Barons yet?
No, I haven't seen her.
She's been gone ages.
Hi. I'm just dropping off the keys to the house. It's all yours.
All right. You could have given them to Claudia.
Claudia? Don't tell me you had the bad taste to send my husband's mistress round to evict me.
I sent her round to do an inventory, Dawn. I didn't think. You haven't seen her, though?
No.
Right. Listen, I am sorry things didn't work out for you in Harchester. We'll miss you.
Bye, Linda.
And I must be the boy with the bubble gun. I'm taking aim. I cannot hit a bird or cause you pain. If words could kill, I'd spell out your name. I'm the boy with the bubble gun. The boy with the bubble gun. If songs could kill, this one's for you.
Look, it's probably not as much as you would have got on the insurance. But, well, the club agreed, and they thought it might help.
Thanks for doing that, Fletch.
Oh, don't thank me. Seriously. But where's Nikki?
She's gone to the station to get Mum and Dad. They're going to take me back to Spain. As soon as I'm finished with all my rehab.
You jammy sod. You get to be weighted on hand and foot whilst lying on the beach. You won't have to watch what you eat. Run around on a football pitch in the freezing cold, worrying whether you're in the team or the squad. You're laughing, mate.
Look me in the eye and tell me you honestly believe what you're saying. I can never play again. My life's not beginning. It's just ended.
That's not true. What, you reckon you won't play football again? Who says? What, some doctor? What does he know?
It's gonna be 6 months till I can walk.
It doesn't matter whether it takes you 6 years. If you start off believing you won't live again, you may as well stay in this bed. And I'm not gonna let you do that. You got me? Oi, did you proud that suit, didn't it? Hey? I tell you what, I'll take it off you for a monkey.
Remember the Turkish? That is a classic. Anyway, it reminded me of when I was here.
Well, in that case, when you're up and about, how's about we both put on our suits, eh? And go and do some major pulling. Agreed?
You're on, mate.
Though naturally you won't stand a chance with me about. But you might pick up a few pointers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I get lost.
I've heard your chat of lies, mate. You're chippy as hell.
Still no sign of Claudia?
No.
Hello, this is Claudia.
Voicemail.
I can't get to the phone right now, so please leave a message.
Yeah, hi Claudia, it's Linda. Listen, where the hell are you? You were meant to be back ages ago. Could you give us a call when you get this message, please? Thank you.
Coming soon on Dream Team.
Goal, Nolan. 3 easy points for Bolton.
If I asked you to become the director of football at Harchester United, what would you say?
Just a bit worried about Claudia. I know she's texted us that she was in London, but she hasn't taken any of her things.
Claudia's got a stalker. Now she's gone missing.
You want to appoint someone over my head to make a public fool of me?
It wouldn't be like that, Monday. My job would be part-time advisory.
Linda, why don't you just sack me?